age groups, 20-somethings, 30-somethings, and boomers, to take a look at some TV ads and talk about the pros and cons of putting pop up for sale. All right, so ready to watch some commercials? Yeah. All right, thank you very much for coming in. Please turn to the screen and watch this one.
Like a rock, I was strong as I could be. Like a rock.
Does everybody know who sung that song originally? Who song that is?
Bob Seger.
Well, the song is so powerful and it's so moving, and you combine that very moving song with the footage, and it creates an image and a feeling that's hard to resist, you know? And now every time I hear the song, I automatically associate it with Chevy trucks.
I didn't like it because it was like, oh, that was such a great song. Oh, and now a truck? But it's been there. The commercial has been advertised for a very long time, and it shows longevity. And Bob Seger will not have to write another song a day in his life.
Okay, but let me ask you this. Liking this commercial, does it make you want to go out and buy a Chevy?
No, it annoys me. It makes me not want to buy a Chevy.
I think you want to go mountain climbing, buy a truck, and go up in the mountains and have a good time. And I think it roots for America. I think it's a great song that people want to go out and have a good time.
So, Austin, it's working for you, this one?
Oh, it works for me, definitely. I would love to drive a Chevy now.
Okay, so let's move on. This next one is from the godfather of punk himself. Take a look at this one. This is Iggy Pop. It's a video for Lust for Life. All right, so we go from the video. Now I want to show you a commercial that uses this exact same song.
Voyager, adventure, and explorer of the seas. Rock climbing in the morning, skating in the afternoon, theater in the evening.
Anybody have any idea what that song originally meant, what that song was about?
Shooting heroin.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
So does this seem odd to you?
Which makes it the funniest, which makes it the most subversive, funny commercial.
Here it is about a drug, but the drug in the Royal Caribbean commercial is adrenaline, and you don't have to shoot it. You can get it naturally from doing any one of those things.
Not knowing the meaning of that song, because we, you know, not particularly caring for that type of music.
Or drug.
I would not relate what the meaning of that song is to the Royal Caribbean. I would just say, okay, it's a fast beat, it's a fast boat going by, it's active sports on the Caribbean. Having heard now that that's heroin, hey, you know, I don't know, I like that.
This, I mean, to some people, exactly what you're bringing up here, this is offensive. I mean, when you take a song and all of a sudden the meaning changes so dramatically, you know, humor or not, a lot of people don't read into it like that.
If you're going to put it out there, you have to realize that people are going to interpret your songs the way they want to.
Okay, so I want to turn now to the monitors again. I want you to watch this next commercial, and I think it takes this whole idea to the next level.
Bravo. I mean, it's done well. You can totally associate Sting with Jaguar, yeah. I mean, it just, that to me just makes sense. Yeah, and you know what, honestly, I hadn't heard Sting's album. I didn't even know that it was out. I heard that and I was like, oh wow, that's a pretty good song. It got me into thinking about like purchasing the album.
It's obviously about the demographic. You have these people who are like, I know Sting, I wish I could be like Sting. I want to buy a Jaguar and get a driver and sit in the back seat and sleep. You know, it's really very smart what he's done.
It's almost tastefully done. I mean, he's not sort of, here's the product. Does that make a difference to you?
He's pretty much saying that this is what you can do when you get to where I am. He's in the back of the Jaguar, just doing what Sting does best, looking
Exactly.
great.
Yeah, but the one thing I don't like, they say rock stars dream about driving fancy, expensive cars. That's the part where it lost me, because I was like, no, they don't. I mean, they don't. It's
well,
not.
Rock stars don't drive Hyundais.
Who benefits most from this, Jag or Sting?
Well, I think Sting, because obviously it was a good marketing idea, and one for me personally. I went out to the Central Park concert when he came here from hearing that song, so obviously I think he made most of his money from doing appearances, concerts, and his album sales. So that's where the real marketing was.
Okay, so let's watch now. This is a Mitsubishi commercial. Check it out. All right, anybody have any idea who that song is?
Don't know who wrote it.
I have no idea, but that's a fantastic commercial.
Great. It's done by a group called the Wise Guys, an English group, and they are now sort of re-releasing it. They've got a video that has started to like full rotation. Now they have become huge because of that commercial. Would you go and look and seek out that album?
I would.
Yes.
I would. I would.
Not that.
Because I hear that, yeah, from hearing like the Burger King song. I went and I bought that because of the commercial.
Did you like it like that?
Because I like
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. How did you find it? You went into the record store and said what?
I want the song in the Burger King commercial. Which one? I like it like that. And they knew. And
Of course they knew.
And they knew because it had been selling because of the commercial. And I even saw the band on Letterman, and they were like,
song.
Burger King really helped us out. You know, but I see that commercial, and I don't necessarily think of going out and buying a Mitsubishi, but I know when I see it in a club, I would probably start jumping because the song is fantastic.
Line it up, baby.
Okay, now let's look at another commercial. What is going on here?
I think that people hear a fantastic song that reminds them of things and times that were special to them, and they want to be involved with something that may make them feel like that again.
REM was approached by Microsoft to do an ad as well. And did you guys know that?
No.
They said no.
I think that's great. But what it still comes down to is if I was in the kitchen and I heard that song and I went over and saw a Microsoft commercial, my stomach would drop and I'd say, oh.
When you hear this, do you think they've sold out?
Totally. Completely sold out. If you're worth $1 billion, you figure, okay, you know, like I need more. When I think of the Stones, I think of good times, maybe a concert and being with friends, and then all of a sudden, you know, I'm getting total cross-wired with like the images and everything.
No one's going to make you go buy product. No, Microsoft isn't twisting your arm. You let the commercial and the song they're using affect you the way you let it affect you. And if it's going to bother you so much that you're not going to use it, then I guess it's just not working in your case.
So are we mad at the advertising industry for asking for the licensing rights to the song, or are we mad at the artist, or are we mad at the songwriter? Look, the music is a business. I mean, you've got to make money off of it.
Artists don't make art to hide it in their basement or in their closet. And Microsoft is a multi-billion-dollar global corporation, and I don't know, maybe the Stones' record sales could be dropping off. And the object of this game is to financially secure yourself.
Okay, definitely some very interesting issues have been raised. Now, here are some hard numbers. VH1 News asked fans 20 to 49 what they think about pop music being used in commercials. 2/3 say it has no influence on them whatsoever. 23% said it's more likely to make them go out and buy the record, and only 7% say that they wouldn't buy anything they hear in a commercial. Now we want to hear what you think about the selling of pop music. Go to vh1.com and tell